Hey guys, T-Jack here. I want to welcome you back into my YouTube channel. As always, if you like today's video, please make sure to like and subscribe below. Let me know what you thought in the comments. It helps me a lot in creating great content and catering to what you guys like. Again, I try to keep my videos to a shorter form so you'll have plenty of time throughout your day to, watch some of the videos from the other great creators that do a lot of the same things here. But today's video is going to stay in the same DNA of what I've been doing the last couple days with Pokemon, and I'll try to switch over to some different collectibles. But this one is probably one of my favorite Pokemon cards. Actually, I believe this is my favorite Pokemon card. It's definitely the favorite one that I have in my collection, just because it was, I believe, the first card that I pulled of this sort. But I'll go ahead and show it to you guys. It's pretty rare, and this is one that I have a unique story for as well. One that's kind of jaw-dropping in a sense, but it is. Without further ado, a PSA 10 Blaine's Charizard. Yeah, that's right. PSA 10, a perfect Blaine's Charizard. And again, this one has a pretty unique story to it. I'll go ahead and give you a little bit of background on it. It came out in the year 2000 from the Pokemon Gym Challenge set. Now, there was Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge. Gym Heroes was a set that was really focused on some of the first four gym leaders in the Kanto region, Brock, Misty, Lieutenant Surge, and Erica. And Gym Challenge was one that was kind of really focused on the other four. I'm trying to think: Koga, Sabrina, Blaine, and Giovanni. It focused on their Pokemon, and largely it's kind of one of the more popular ones that we kind of have in the Pokemon TCG, just because everybody loved the gym leaders. They were pretty big figures, and I love the art on this. I've mentioned it before, but Ken Sugimori was probably my favorite Pokemon artist. Still does some stuff, and I just loved all of his drawings. And he did, I believe, every I'm not sure about every one of them, but he did pretty much most of those sets. But again, taking another look at the Charizard, and it has one of the classic artworks of it that you see with it just kind of standing there. Now, for me, this is actually the first Charizard card that I ever pulled from a pack of Pokemon cards. I pulled this one, I pulled some other ones, but this was actually the first one. Remember, I pulled this, and I pulled Erica's Venusaur, and my grandmother got me these packs of Pokemon cards, and to me, it was pulling Charizard, and it wasn't base set, it was different, but it was still a Charizard, and I just love the artwork for it. So for this one in particular, it was actually February of 2019 that I came across this one. So if you're familiar with the online site Mercari, it has an app. It's very similar to eBay, except for you don't bid, just kind of buy it now. Somebody listed this Charizard for Blaine's Charizard for $15. Now, anybody that still kind of follows the hobby, even just a regular Charizard, Blaine's Charizard ungraded, or even in mild condition, you can get $50 to $60 for. It's Charizard. It's a card that's no longer in print. It's a very popular card. So to list it for $15 is a steal already. And I already had a binder collection. I was like, $15, I can't pass up on that. So as soon as it was listed, I happened to be searching the app, and I was able to grab it. And then I got it, and I started looking at it, and I'm like, hey, man, this looks pretty good. So I did some research on what PSA looks for whenever they're grading cards, and I thought to myself, man, this might be worth a shot. So I sent this in with another card that I'll show you in a later video. And I remember getting the email back, and I looked at it. It took about a month for it to get back, but I get the email and I open it up, and I see one card got a 9 and one card got a Gem Mint 10. Now, for the two cards that were sent, to get either of those in the Gem Mint 10 was going to be fantastic. So to me, it didn't even matter which one it was, and it just so happened to be this one, which I was genuinely overjoyed with. I couldn't contain my excitement whenever I saw that. I was like, oh wow, like I got it in 10. Like, I can't believe that my first grading submission, and the card that I really wanted to come back at 10 came back as a 10. So essentially, I turned a $15 investment into a card that I was looking through eBay's sold, and we're looking at $400 to $500. Now, this is a card that, much like my shiny Mewtwo, I don't ever plan on parting with it. It's probably my favorite in my collection. Once again, holds a special place in my heart. The population on this, I believe this was number 91 whenever I got it graded, and that was again about a year ago. I'd say whenever the grades came through, I think it was March or so of 2019, and I'm recording this here in January of 2020, so it's been about 9 months or so. But surprisingly, there have been the population's up to 111, and it was at 91. So I'm kind of surprised that there's been 20 more that have graded out of 10. I know that Pokemon pack opening and all that has become really popular on YouTube. A lot of people have really made a career out of that, and it's something that I guess they come across some more rare packs. They found some and they've opened some up and they want them to be sent in and graded, and it's kind of gone up. Now this card, whenever I first got it back as a 10, it was one that I believe was at around $300 or so. So for it to kind of keep going up is something that I anticipate seeing. It actually has a lower population than the first edition. Now this one is the unlimited. It's not the first edition. I believe the first edition is somewhere up near a population of 150 or so, and again this one's at 111. Now, obviously people are going to value the first edition more, and they should. I'm sure some of that has to do with what's been sent in, and people are more likely to send in a first edition because with first edition you see dollar signs. There's more likely to come from it in that sense. But yeah, this is always a special card to me, and to come across it the way I did, I tried to message that seller back after he sent it out, but I think he deactivated his account. And I kind of wanted to thank him because it's not every day that you turn an investment into it like that. And maybe down the road I'll do a video on how to kind of monetize the hobby and really kind of make some stuff back from it, so that way you're not spending grave amounts of money in it and just kind of losing yourself in it, because it does become very pricey, especially if you buy some of these cards outright as I have. But there are ways to kind of finagle things, to sell, to look back and break even in a sense, and maybe even sometimes come ahead, especially if you can hit the right on some of these newer sets. But yeah, again, I just want to show you guys this beauty, one of my favorites, and a card that I don't anticipate leaving my collection unless I come across some sort of great deal that I can't pass up, and maybe building towards something else that I want to add to my collection. But once again, guys, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you like this video, please, again, make sure to like and subscribe below. Let me know in the comments what you thought. And if you really want to reach out to me, follow me on Twitter, at TJackRH. And I have my one for this channel. It's at Pokemon Collector TJack. I'm sorry, it's at Collector TJack. I get mixed up because I have a Pokeball as my avatar on there. But once again, I generally try to be really responsive, and I'm always open to feedback. I always want to cater these videos to create the content that you guys really want, and you guys really want and deserve, because this is this is something I know your time's precious. I don't like to waste anybody's time. So if you're taking a time out of your day to watch and enjoy my YouTube videos, I want to give you the most enjoyable experience possible. Once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.